Some stories do not start with drama, spectacle, or headlines. They begin with quiet honesty between two people who have shared life side by side for decades. This is one of those stories. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, known publicly for their charm, warmth, and effortless chemistry, have always embodied a rare kind of enduring love. Yet, behind the smiles and routines that audiences see, there are private moments that redefine everything. One evening, in the privacy of their home and without an audience, they shared a conversation that revealed the depth of their connection. It was not about fear or loss, but about love, intention, and the courage to imagine a future shaped by meaning, joy, and devotion. This story is not about goodbyes. It is about vulnerability, mutual care, and the profound power of choosing love every day. The man the world sees and the man she loves to the world, Mark Consuelos is confident, charismatic, and steady, a man who seems untouchable by doubt. Yet to Kelly, he has always been more than the public persona. He is her partner, her anchor, and the one who has walked beside her through nearly every chapter of adult life. Their relationship has never relied on perfection, but on commitment, trust, and shared growth. This contrast between public image and private reality is what gives their story depth. When Mark spoke to Kelly that evening, he was not performing or protecting an image. He was simply honest, offering words that revealed a tenderness beneath strength, a care beneath confidence. This moment framed their love not as something fragile, but as something profoundly human, shaped by attention, respect, and years of shared life. Tears born from love, not fear. Kelly's tears that evening were not the result of panic or dread. They were born from awe at the depth of Mark's care. This was not a moment for polished appearances or stoic composure. It was raw, private, and unfiltered. Friends close to her recall it as a blend of heartbreak and profound appreciation. Even in imagining a difficult future, Mark was focused entirely on Kelly's well-being and her ability to find happiness. That level of thoughtfulness and intention overwhelmed her. She cried not because she feared losing him, but because she realized how fully she is loved and how deeply someone can invest in the joy and safety of another's heart. It was a reminder that love is not only about sharing life's delights, but about protecting the light in each other's lives. Perspective, not a farewell. It is crucial to understand that this moment was not a goodbye, nor a sign of tragedy. Mark was not leaving or stepping away from life. Rather, he was sharing perspective shaped by years of reflection on time, presence, and intentional living. He has spoken in recent years about embracing the present, prioritizing what matters, and appreciating each moment fully. His wish was rooted in love and mindfulness, ensuring that their connection would not become a source of sorrow, but a foundation for continued joy. By framing the future with compassion rather than fear, Mark redefined what it means to love deeply, not as preparation for endings, but as a call to live fully, generously, and intentionally in the present. Living more fully in the present. Those closest to Kelly have noticed a subtle but profound shift in her perspective following that evening. Outwardly, she remains energetic and warm, yet inwardly she has become more present. She lingers in moments longer, listens more deeply, and expresses affection without rushing past it. Being asked to imagine life without someone you love reshapes how you value the present. Kelly did not become fearful. She became grateful. Ordinary experiences, shared meals, quiet conversations, spontaneous laughter took on new significance. Time, once a background rhythm, became precious. This shift may not be visible to everyone, but it guides how she interacts with life, grounded in appreciation and intentionality rather than assumption or routine. A quiet strength that teaches love. Mark's role in this moment revealed a quieter, less obvious kind of strength. It takes courage to prioritize someone else's happiness, even imagining a life where you may not be present. It takes love to mean it genuinely. He was not creating distance or withdrawal, but offering honesty that protected Kelly's heart, while inviting her to see the beauty of life in its fullness. This chapter of their story lingers not as sorrow, but as a lesson. Love is intentional, brave, and gentle. It does not require grand gestures or dramatic displays. It thrives in meaningful words, shared understanding, and the courage to communicate openly. Kelly's tears were a reflection of recognition. Love, once truly felt, can change everything about how we approach life, relationships, and presence. The everyday is extraordinary. What makes this story resonate so deeply is its focus on ordinary moments made extraordinary through awareness and care. Life is measured not by dramatic events but by quiet attentiveness, laughter shared over coffee, and conversations that linger past the surface. After that evening, Kelly's experience of the ordinary became richer and more intentional. Each gesture, each exchange, each small act of love carries weight. The beauty of connection is found in presence, and the courage to prioritize one another transforms routine days into meaningful milestones. Their story reminds us that emotional richness is often woven through the simplest interactions, not just in the grand or visible moments. Lessons for everyone. Kelly and Mark's story offers universal lessons. Love is courageous, honest, and intentional. Strength is not always loud or visible. It often appears in quiet moments, gestures of care, and the courage to speak truths that matter. Vulnerability does not diminish relationships, it deepens them. Facing possibilities and imagining challenges does not equate to fear. It cultivates gratitude, perspective, and presence. Their experience underscores that the most meaningful acts of love are often deliberate, gentle, and rooted in awareness, shaping not only the couple themselves, but also everyone who witnesses their example. A story of choice and devotion. Ultimately, this moment was about choice, the choice to love fully, to act with intention, and to honor each other's presence while preparing emotionally for what life may hold. It was not about fear, endings, or limitation, but about devotion, gratitude, and the beauty of shared humanity. Kelly and Mark's conversation illuminates a path many may never see. The quiet courage to speak from the heart, the ability to listen with care, and the understanding that love's power often grows in moments of honesty and intention. It shows that real connection is nurtured not through grand gestures or dramatic declarations, but through thoughtful words, mutual respect, and daily attention to one another's happiness. Love that endures beyond words. This story lingers not because it dramatizes tragedy, but because it celebrates the enduring power of love, trust, and attention. Kelly's tears, Mark's honesty, and their shared promises are a testament to the quiet ways devotion manifests in life. Their love is not a spectacle but a lived experience, one that teaches resilience, presence, and the courage to prioritize each other. Moments like these remind us that love is a practice, a choice repeated in countless ways, often invisible to the world, yet profoundly transformative to those who give and receive it. Conclusion: the power of human connection. Some stories leave an imprint not because they are loud, dramatic, or widely reported, but because they speak to universal human truths. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos demonstrated that love can be intentional, brave, and deeply grounding. Vulnerability is a strength, presence is a gift, and devotion is an ongoing choice. In imagining life's possibilities together, even the hardest truths become opportunities for connection, gratitude, and courage. This narrative reminds us that love is most powerful when it is gentle, consistent, and mindful, and that the simplest acts of honesty and care often leave the deepest marks on hearts, shaping relationships and lives in enduring, beautiful ways.